Peace, love, and cheers, fellow YouTubers, free thinkers, indigos, and Mandela-affected individuals, and everyone else under the sun and then some. I wanted to dedicate this video to a cool poet, spoken word poet you can find on YouTube, the webby web there, called Prince E.A. And in one line of one of his poems, he talks about there being a whole lot of human doings out there and not a lot of human beings. And I would like to ponder that concept this morning about, or my morning, in this time that is now. That will be your now when you're watching this video. About the difference, or rather the way we in the Western world mix up doing with being. Alan Watts, a great beatnik, philosopher, lecturer, definitely set the pillar stones for the civil rights movement and anti-war movement through the hippies that followed. He put it very elegantly when he asked the question, how do you think people will respond when you ask them the simple question, who they are? And quite often, more often than not, a person is going to respond with who they are, with what they do, and that becomes part of the manufactured residue, if you will. We aren't what we do. Who we are is limitless. And I know that sounds cliche, but bear with me. Because that's the beauty of who you are, and who I am, and to all others who are I's and you's out there, is that really, at the end of the day, the only thing we truly are is the very unknown cosmic abyss that we originated from. That is to say, while we are this fractile expression of cosmic consciousness in the form of a human being, that is the ultimate thread of universal kinship among us, whether we like it or not. All friends, enemies, and strangers under the sun and then some. That kinship being that we can't really answer that question, who we are. That's almost a trick question in a lot of ways. Another great thing that resonates with one of Alan Watts' lectures is the word personality. We often, when getting lost in the game of society, we end up mistaking our personality for the totality of who we are. And the funniest thing about this is, don't take my word for it, look it up. It's contrary to the actual word personality to do this, because personality is Greek, and its meaning is personification. Personality, personify, personification of self. In other words, all of our personalities, as authentic and unique they be in every single given here and now moment, they're fronts, right? It's not that it's phony, but it is to say that it's just a mechanism that is simply another facet to our co-creation. Because I think the beautiful thing about recognizing our inner power is that we've always co-created. To be awoken of this or not is entirely irrelevant if one is to say it goes from not creating to creating. No, we've always been co-creators. You don't re-recognize your multidimensional self by becoming a multidimensional being. We are multidimensional beings. We just think that the personality of our individual selves is actually the totality of who we are, which is a mistake. And we also feel, as we are also indoctrinated to feel like time is linear, to assume that the past and the future are as real as the present moment, when really the present moment is the canvas of this continuous conscientious art piece that's existence, if you will. It's the present. The present moment, 'tis as silence and 'tis as space. It is always there. No matter how much noise happens in the background, there will always be silence behind that noise. No matter how much we bewildered ourselves with the past or anxiety towards the future, this only happens because we're in the present moment. It's inescapable. And the only reason there is person A, B, C, D, alphabet trillion times repeated, is simply because there is inner and outer space that binds all of us. What does it mean to be a multidimensional sentient being, and remembering that? Having that beautiful aha realization, epiphanal moment every single day you wake up and every single night you fall adrift to your dreams. That everything that we are, our consciousness, the consciousness of existence we all embody, is the source for reality to exist. Furthermore, the conscious intellect that we are recognizing as we merge our conscious and subconscious together is the space. The conscious intellect is the space. Space, silence. What was that other one? Presence. And with this, I will add a fourth one. Intuition. We can convince ourselves all day that our minds run things. I like what Eckhart Tolle, a nice author, wrote Power of Now and New Earth, once said. He put it quite simply. Your consciousness is like your house, your home, your humble abode. And your mind is that visitor that just barges right into your house, opens the door without knocking or anything, and starts talking. Get you to think about this and think about A, B, C, and why B's got to get done. Otherwise, C's going to get screwed, and worry, and we have to stress about what the past was in order to truly progress for the future. Where intuition knocks and is silent. The mind bombards and interrupts walking into your home, but the intuition requires an invitation. Sound will do its thing all the time. Me talking, it's gonna happen. But in order to be conscious of the silence, you have to invite yourself to be. The mind interrupts and chatters away, while intuition whispers and requires your invitation and full-on consent. Peace, love, and cheers. Ja.